Philadelphia was already over the cap and low on draft picks before the trade. How will this impact the decision to trade quarterback Nick Foles?
I don't think it impacts it much. I mean, I know a lot of people look at it and say they're adding salary, but the truth is they're actually going to wind up saving money when all of this plays out. He is, in essence, going to replace Vinny Curry on the roster. Vinny Curry's on the books for $9 million. Michael Bennett's on the books for $5.5 million for 2018. So they'll get $3.5 million in savings there. They actually don't lose a draft pick. They just move their fifth-round pick down to the seventh round. And so they don't lose any draft capital. They do save a little bit of money. It's a really smart move, if a short-term move, because Bennett's a lot older than Curry is.
Now, on the Seattle side of this, the Seahawks are looking at a defensive rebuild. Does this Bennett trade signal Richard Sherman as the next piece to go, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much a fait accompli now that Richard Sherman's going to be gone. And this offseason was always going to boil down to five guys on the defensive side of the ball for the Seahawks. Sherman and Earl Thomas are both going into contract years. Then you got Cam Chancellor and Cliff Averill, who are both dealing with career-threatening neck injuries. And then, of course, you have Michael Bennett, who was a little bit of a pain in the ass for the team last year and wasn't playing to the level he had in years past. And so really the way that the team was going to approach the next few years was going to be dictated by how they handle those five players. They decided now is the time to rip the Band-Aid off, and this is just the first phase of it. They're really retooling the team, and they're going to be retooling the team around Russell Wilson on offense and Bobby Wagner on defense. What'll be interesting to see is for so long they've allocated so many of their resources on defense, and it's worked. They've had a great defense, 5 playoff appearances, 3 division titles, 2 trips to the Super Bowl, and a championship. It'll be interesting to see now if some of those resources shift to the offensive side of the ball. Maybe they get Russell Wilson a little more help, and maybe the team becomes a little bit more Russell-centric.